So another very important concept about selling is that every time you go out there to meet any prospect, make sure you carry with you a notebook. Having a notebook is very fundamental for the great salespeople. Because you as a salesperson, the first time you're going to meet any prospect, any potential customer, you want them to have in their mind that you came prepared, you came ready to actually find out what their problems are so that you can be able to give them the right solutions. And the moment you start having a conversation, of course, when you're starting a conversation with a prospect, with a stranger, the first thing is to build rapport. So you're not going to be taking notes about the rapport, what you're talking about. But immediately after the rapport stage is done, you open your book. Now that's the moment now when you start talking. You said, okay, tell us about what is going on in your company. Now the more the prospect is talking, you as the salesperson, you can be in agreement, nodding your head, but also taking some notes of important things that the client is talking about, because that is the only way you're going to remember. And if you have to put a proposal together, this what you've taken notes about will feature highly in what you're trying to put in a proposal. So take notes every time. Go with an organized book. Do not just carry any book that is looking sluggish, that is looking terrible. Carry some classy looking book so that they see that this person is very organized. And have some nice pens as well, some classy pens. Some also just carry these big pens, these normal pens. Look classy, look organized, look professional. Now this is a professionally looking notebook. So you can be able to take notes of everything that the client is saying or the prospect is saying, and that will form the basis from which you'll do a proposal. Remember, most of the sales conversation we are going to be having is not just a one-off conversation. You're not selling a fast-moving consumer goods like soda. You're selling maybe insurance, you're selling maybe a banking product, maybe you're selling for a manufacturing company, maybe roofing, iron sheets and all this. You want to take notes of the measurements. If it is a life policy you're selling, you want to take notes of how many children is there, how much they are earning and everything, so that you can be able to tailor the policy that matches exactly what the client is looking for. But without a notebook, you cannot memorize everything. I don't like it when we salespeople we just go there and say, yes, I'm understanding you. What? You need to take notes so that you do not forget everything. Our minds, it thinks about so many things in a day that if you do not tailor some of the things that you talked about with a potential customer, you'll forget. And I want to give you a disclaimer here. When you're going to meet any customer, don't go with an envelope and then you use the back of that envelope to take notes. Come on, that's being totally unserious. Some of us, we carry these small, pieces of papers, and then you start taking notes on pieces of papers. What does that show about you? Number one, it shows that you lack professionalism. Number two, it shows that you're totally unserious. Nobody will take you seriously. So make sure you buy a neat looking, notebooks, and make sure the pen is also looking great, and you go out there and take notes while you're having a conversation with this potential customer. You will sell, believe me, because we'll tell exactly what you've written down in the next conversation. Because if there's going to be another appointment, you'll say, the last time I was here, we talked about this, we talked about this. You can just go back to where you took the notes in. And that's how you show that you're a professional. It builds your credibility, it builds your believability, and you can sell. Go now, right now, buy yourself a decent looking notebook so that you can be ready for the next sales encounter.